How's it going? My name is Roy Martins. Welcome to SenseCatcher, where you can simplify, map, explore and explain your thinking visually. In this video, we're going to look at the very basics of SenseCatcher, the interface, and some essential aspects to get you started. This is a result of a few people asking us to do that, and we'll see you straight after this intro. Welcome back. Okay, to access the SenseCatcher software application, you go to the website SenseCatcher.com, you log in, you put in your username and password, and then you get presented with this interface. You'll get a series of slides on what the different areas of the interface are. I just want to point out quickly, you see that little white dot there? White dot with a tick. That's basically indicating that your map is being saved as you go. And it's because it's cloud-based, there is no save button. It's an automatic saving. So you go through these and you get a quick explanation on how to use SenseCatcher. So I'll let you do that, but I'll quickly show you how to do a few things. So we have the top bar. Part of this bar is dynamic. So depending on what element you've got on your canvas, which is an endless canvas, some aspects of the bar become active. And on the sidebar, clicking anything on the sidebar will bring in the side panel, where you have, by clicking this, you find the list of your existing maps, and you can create a new map. So you can type in the map's title. You can write a description of the map below. This white little box expands as you type. And you can notice that the map's name is also on the top there. So you can change the map's name here, and it affects the name there. So the slideshow as you enter will explain most of it. So I will focus purely on the image library and how you can create the essence of a map. So you can type in and search for images. Or you can select the images from these major categories. So for instance, you click on an image and you say, yes, that's what I want. I want a duck. For some reason, you're trying to explore anything related to ducks. And you decide, well, I'm going to use 2 ducks. For some reason, you're exploring issues related to ducks, and these can be metaphors, etc. But I will talk on the actual art of creating maps. That's for another time. So you then want to create, you want to link these ducks. You then can change the style. Let's make it a line style, and you want to change the color of that line. Then you want to change the arrows as well. So you've got 2 arrows at the moment, but you might want to change the relationship between these arrows. Sorry, not these arrows, the line. So it's there's no rules. It's for you to decide how you're going to describe and express what you're trying to create. Now, you can see this map. You click on the map and you can move the whole map around. You can zoom in and out, or you can fit to zoom. And then the trick here is attaching information to the elements on your map. So you can also write some text, and you'll text can be shaped. You can change the color of your text. Let's make it red. We can make it big, small. We can rotate the text. And you can also attach information to your text. So the power of SenseCatcher is the ability to create a data map visually through images, lines, and texts. So you drag and drop. For instance, let's and also if you can't find an image that you particularly want to describe the map that you're exploring, you can go to your own. You can take a photograph, upload it on your computer, take a screenshot. For instance, I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and then I can use that image directly and put it on my desktop. So this could be an image of anything. And this image then has the ability, acquires the same properties as any of the images in the library. I can attach information to that image. Let's look at that particular. Let's look at the red duck, and I'm going to attach this image to the red duck. So you can see that that image now, so associated with the duck, we can see by clicking on this purple area, or lilac if you like, I can see that there's one attachment, and it's the red duck that's got an attachment, and it's an image. But I can attach documents. For instance, I can attach a PDF file to that duck. So if I go there, I can see that I have one image and one PDF, one PDF file. Then we have audio files, we can do videos, I can do notes, I can write any type of note, etc., etc., and I can keep on adding more and more notes. I'm just typing randomly. So by clicking on that, I can see what kind of information I have associated with that duck. And if I'm looking for which of my elements have information attached to that particular image or line, then that's very easy to identify. Another thing we can do is, if we click here on nesting, I can see that I've got this particular map, but there are no other maps linked to this map. So I can quickly go to my other projects, and for instance, I click on this map, and I can then have a look to see if there are any maps linked to this particular map. So I can see that there's one map linked to this map, and this map is linked to another map. And there's a whole lot of information, etc., associated with individual elements of these maps. So if I go back to the map we were looking at, which was test, I think, you can see here that I can copy the map. So let's go back to that map we were looking at. So I can go to this map, I can make a copy of it. For instance, I'm looking at ducks, and then I want to diverge and create something else. And so I have two maps going. So this is the beginning of my map, and then I can create two maps out of it and focus on one aspect. And then I can actually link those two maps together by giving it different names. So for instance, I can start looking at the habitat of ducks, and one is the species of ducks. So I can then link, say, the orange duck, the yellow duck, and link that to the species of ducks, and maybe even the yellow duck as well to the habitat. So that's where nesting comes in. I can also have a history version. This is a very young map, so I've got very limited history associated with it. So I will, as time goes by, I will have a record of 5 minutes intervals of these, the evolution of this map. So I can go back. If I want to see something that I was doing at one stage, I can then copy that and create a new map, sort of offshoot of that. So it's quite dynamic and flexible. I can also hide elements of the map. For instance, I can put things forward and backwards, or etc. So that is essentially the interface, and I just wanted to give you a taste of how to manipulate. And the best thing is really to play around with these maps. Okay. Please, if you have any questions, go to the website. At the bottom, you see Contact Us. Write to us, ask questions, anything. We're here to help you. Thank you very much.